Welcome to another Pike and Shot battle. In this match against Harvey, I have the Swedes against his Spanish. Harvey's learning the game right now, but he's a veteran Fog 2 player. This match should suit him better than our last match. The last match was Italian Wars, Pike blocks, and Knights and weirdness. This is post 30 Years War linear warfare. Now, Harvey is match host. He is down here. I am up here. The correct coward's path will be to deploy on this hill and kind of hang out and wait for him. We're not going to do that. We're going to try to enjoy ourselves here instead. We're going to deploy here and try to seize this hill with our cavalry and lights and then form up to either fight Harvey on this hill or, if he's slow, seize this and have a shooting match here. So to that end, I have not got any extra cavalry. The 10 base units is enough. I did get both dragoons, some light guns. I wish I didn't have to get the medium guns because I don't know where I'm going to put them. But they're there. 1 extra average pike and shot. All 3 extra pike and shot with attached light guns for the extra firepower. And 3 raw pike and shot to pad out the line. I didn't get any of the veterans. They are really good, but 72 points is a bit steep for my taste. So you know that coward's path I was talking about? Yeah, new plan. So why did I do this? Well, if you look at my deployment zone, I initially tried to deploy by cramming everyone into here to be ready to seize this, but we're funneling through these forests, and because Harvey would deploy here and be able to seize this, I just kind of chickened out. I don't think it's doable. Even if he deployed pretty linear and I piled everyone here, the other difficulty is that there's nothing for my guns to do. So we're not going to camp this hill or anything. We are actually going to advance and attempt to have a presence in this forest and a presence in this forest, but form our main battle line here and try to shoot it out while the bulk of our veteran cavalry tries to force an entrance over here. With some dragoon support here, some dragoons here to act as scouts, and some extra cavalry lurking here in case this side remains exposed. We'll see how that turns out. Okay, looks like I chose the right thing to do, given the alignment of these guns and pikemen. So we're going to ignore this and push this way. Okay, what do we see? Good. Alright, so raw pike and shot can, if they need to, hold this track against any pike and shot trying to trundle through this forest. Next turn. Alright, he's turning around. Send our scouts forward. I don't see very much because of the dip in the ground. And our horse are just going to race for that wing. do we see? Bunch of cavalry, 3 batteries. Trees over here, so maybe we'll have a chance to beat him to it. Interesting artifact there. Don't see that kind of thing happen very often in this game, to be honest, even though it is pretty old now. Yeah, that's fine here, shoot back, but I'm really not concerned. Some cavalry, but it looks like they're mostly turning. We might throw you over there. Undecided. Can you hit anyone? Great job. Okay. Next turn. They're coming back, so we will hold off here. Out of range. Do we engage in a firefight? I guess we have to. Say hello. Maybe that'll get them to evade. I don't know if it will, though. We'll just shoot it out then. I don't really care to waste time in a firefight against detached musketeers if I can help it. Here, you put some hurt on them. Good. You, what, drive them off? Or is that getting too far ahead of ourselves? It might not be. Well, I guess we just didn't follow up at all, so there's that. Yeah, that's annoying, but not a huge deal. We're going to lose the Dragoons. It's pretty much guaranteed. It's 2-1. The whole point is trying to get this cavalry wing around the flank, or at least getting it in so that it's in a head-on fight against an inferior cavalry wing, which is good enough. I mean, what is this? 8 units to 7, yes, but many of my 8 are veterans. Okay, what about unarmored horse? We should keep this horse here in case these guys move away, then they can do something. If not, they will act as a delaying force, nothing else. Next turn. It is quite the artillery setup there. He's not going to try to contest my crossing. That's good. That's very good. That's annoying. But I don't think I can really do anything about it. Or at least nothing that would be worth doing. Suppose we could give them a shove and see where they end up. Now, is it even worth turning around? I can think about that. It's probably not worth it, though. Take the volley. That's not the greatest, but it could be worse. And, oops, that was half arc, but oh well. Good. Disruption scored. Can you hit anyone? No. Sure. Do we bother? Is that worth it? Shove them off. And skedaddle out of range for the moment. And everybody push forward. You two. Raw Pike and Shot can move to confront this cavalry. This unit can just wait in reserve and it'll go one way or the other. That leaves us 6 infantry units to confront 7 infantry units, but ours are mostly better. Then again, there's artillery support. Well, we might be able to kind of advance here too. You will slowly join in then. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered with that. Go for a disrupt. Go for a disrupt. Good. Okay, this is where things could go wrong if we have too many disruptions by fire, but it's crowded and awkward, which I think kind of helps me. Next turn. Ooh. Now I might have to waste time chasing after them to break them, unfortunately. That's a lot of fire. Excellent. Well, let's use this. We don't need to use a body of water. We're already set. Now he could block a charge to set up a flank, but even if he does, I don't really care. These guys are raw, they're cheap, whatever. Okay, excellent. You can keep these detached musketeers from causing any more trouble. You can rejoin the main battle line, which means you can start targeting. Huh? Good. Now push and advance into charge range. Join the main advance. Charge. They evade. Can't quite catch them out, but that's alright. Okay, now for the main advance of the infantry. This is going to get a little bit painful. Break. Hopefully we'll pursue into these guns. There's no way to move effectively and be pointing the right way, so we're going to have to fire some half volleys or move here and take a point blank range volley, which I'm also not interested in. They are slightly disordered. That reduces their firepower a little bit, but not very much. Alright, you. Towards the infantry fight? Or towards this cavalry? I think 5 units for 5 units is fine, and I'd rather... Well, let's see, if he moves and moves and then charges, then he couldn't set up a flank quickly. We might need to stay nearby to prevent any flank shenanigans. But that should free up this infantry to join the main battle. You can potentially pop out here. So, that's our situation. Next turn. We're pursuing, so it does decrease the shooting casualties, but I was hoping to pursue into the guns. No dice. Veterans. We are uphill, so we do get 25 POA for that. Okay, well, push into charge range, close enough to it so they can't fall back anymore. Do we care? Don't think I care at all. Yeah, push past, engage with dragoons, problem solved. Here we can take some fire. It is unfortunate, but that clears the way so that we can go for a frag. And maybe no. Right, push on. Good. Go for a break. Okay, now do we advance? We would be downhill of the veterans, but I want to take out the guns as well. Fine. Push up, shoot, and we'll accept being downhill. Get ready if we... Actually, I don't want to do that, do I? If we fall back, we need to be able to engage, and here we'll want to be close enough to fill gaps, but otherwise we can't do much. I could charge here, but we would then lose, so instead I think I just lock this unit in while we fire and fire. If they charge, this unit will pop out. Could... what's the point? There's no point in charging while we're disordered like that. you threaten that unit. Oh yeah, more infantry. Honestly, they can't do much here right now, so I guess we might as well work on the cav. Next turn. They held firm and rallied. That is surprising. Bounce the charge. And bounce the charge. They hold firm, being veterans. We need to charge in, I think. Do get a break in our favor, but I'm not entirely sure where. Oh, there. Good. We could engage here. I guess why not? Do we push in yet? No. Okay, and here we take out the guns. Now we'll take fire. Get a frag. And a break. No cohesion drops, so you are doomed. But at least you are doomed out of range of your friends. Silver lining. Towards a cavalry battle or the infantry? I think the infantry battle is where things are still difficult. Can you hit anyone? Not really. Do I even care about this? I suppose I have to care about it. Do we charge or just ignore, push towards the flanks? Probably do that. And you, I think, just stay here. That'll do. Next turn. Rally, huh? Okay, well, guess we'll just have to break him again. Disrupted, but we didn't fall back, and that's unfortunate. So these detached musketeers could get dangerous against a raw pike and shot. Alright, then let's see. Yeah, okay, we bounce back and disrupt. Now we've got a cluster of disrupted units here. That is unfortunate. So now they get stuck into the melee. But I don't know that that really concerns me. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's what we expected there. They could end up getting out of position a little bit. We'll see. And, okay, this is going to be straightforward, but we have numbers. And a little bit of advantage in quality, which hopefully will come into play. Maybe. Didn't turn them around, why not? Must have forgotten to do so. Well, I'm not so much of a gentleman that I'm not going to take advantage of that. Bouncing back. Okay, so we'll just, oh, we can't push here, unfortunately, because then we'll get flanked, but we can push you forward at least. Good. Is that a risk if I do that? Probably not. Hopefully. I don't think it is a risk. Okay, this is terrible. We could charge in and attempt to die more slowly. Well, what if we, here, pound you with artillery, then a volley of musketry, then we charge. Now we'll still get charged by the veterans, and that's bad, but at least we can get fragged by fire. Then we put some hurt onto you with musketry. They hold firm. Okay, well, that's alright. You threaten the frag unit and threaten to flank. Then what? Let's charge and keep working on getting into a flanking position. Let's engage, and then let's prepare to pile on. Prepare to pile on. Yep. We don't care about the dragoon fire. Get the flank in. It's a disruption. Should have fired first. Oh well. Just shuffle off a bit. Good. You could try to even this out. Probably not a good idea at this point. Yeah, I think we just need to sit here. Harass those guns. Stay. Alright, can you hit anything? Seems doubtful. Nothing useful. Pound the veterans, I suppose. Forward with you. And that's all. Full engagement. Next turn. Doesn't really matter, everyone's disordered anyway. Ooh, that could matter, depending on if they keep pursuing or not. Yeah, it's gonna be hideous. Ooh. Good. Excellent. They did not follow up the charge. So we'll get that flank in. Can you hit? No. Go for the infantry, or keep the cavalry pinned. Let's go for the infantry. I'm tempted. Let's do it. Fire, and then protect our flank. Okay. Stay? Yeah, still stay. Do we try to jump in to cover this, or continue to try to set up a flank? Well, that's too bad. Break them, or get behind the main army? Just break them. Might be a missed opportunity, but it's free route percent. Steady it out. And pile onto this unit so that maybe we can break them and pursue that way. Alright, that's all. Next turn. Good. Ooh. Most unfortunate. Break and a disruption. We might turn while pursuing, which could be ugly. Yeah. Well, prevent a flank. Good. Do we charge here and risk some stupidity? Yes, we do. Yeah, that could be worse. Right, pour in some more lead. Good. Well, I think we should maybe be looking at a win next turn. So we're getting the GG. Harvey says, if I had not misplayed my early game advantage on the left flank, it might have been closer. Agreed. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Okay, so really, I think this went well because I thought better of my initial plan, which Harvey was deployed very well to combat. Had I moved here, he would have had all his batteries deployed facing that way and got his infantry into a decent position. So by switching the focus to the left flank instead, I was able to set up favorable combats because I simply had more men in the area to get them there quickly. In addition, Harvey committed cavalry to an advance here, but even against raw 30-point pike and shot, cavalry can't do anything from the front unless they get very, very lucky, which they didn't. So as a result, I had more cavalry to fight his cavalry on my left, and although that melee hasn't concluded, the POAs are in my favor. But, again, this is a game that I have a disgusting number of hours in, and Harvey's just learning, and, he's already doing way better than he did for his, I believe, first ever multiplayer games with the last paired match. So we'll see if he's interested in continuing. A good game, as always, and until next time.